Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding multi-company guidelines while creating a module in Odoo. So currently in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 12 community edition where we are continuing all our development. So the same criteria can be followed in all the Odoo versions like Odoo 13, Odoo 11, Odoo 10, etc. So if you are using any other versions, still you can follow the same video. So currently in the database I have already installed the module that we have developed, that is Odoo development tutorials or OM hospital. So if you haven't got this module, you can just download it from the Odoo app store, or you can get it from our GitHub repo, that is Odoo development tutorials. So let's see how we can follow the multi-company guidelines while creating a module. So in the real scenario, there is some case and we know Odoo support the multi-company feature. So first of all, if I go to the settings and to the general settings, so if I go to the general settings, you can see the option to activate the multi companies. So here you can see multi companies, manage multi company legal entries with separate recording. So you can just activate the multi company option from here. So you can just tick it and we can activate the multi-company feature into the database. So once you activate the multi-company feature, you can handle different companies in the database. So here you can see already we have got two companies, that is your company and new company, and there might be some case for users we have to show only the records which is related to his company only. So currently in the database, as I have already told, so if I go to the companies menu, you can see we have got two companies, one is your company and another one is new company. And if we go to the users form view, and inside the users form view there is option for setting the company to the corresponding user. So there might be some case, suppose if I have set the current company for the Mitchell admin as new company, he should only see the records of his company and he should not see the records of another company. So this is the real case scenario. So let's see how we can achieve that. So first of all, if you check the hospital module that we have already created, so if I go to the hospital and if I go to the patients, here we have got around, so if I remove this filter, you can see we have got around 9 records in this company, not in this company, in the table, that is we have got 9 records. So if I log out and log into the another user, still we will be seeing all the patients there. So let's see how we can limit this thing. So first of all, if I log in to the, or if I go to settings and I'll be assigning mark demo, here you can see I'll be removing your company from here. I'll just set him as a part of new company, and if he log in, he should see only records in this company, and if Mitchell admin login, he should see only the records from his company. So let's see how we can do that. So for dealing with multi companies, first of all we have to add a company ID field in our model. So in this video I'll be explaining with the model hospital.patient. So if I go to the patients, here we can see we have got different fields, and if I activate the debug mode, so first of all if I'll go to the settings and I'll activate the debug mode. So first of all we have to add a company ID field to the model. So if I go to the patients and if I go to the list view and if I check the view fields of this model, so let me check the available fields inside this model, and if I search for the company ID, you can see we haven't added a field called company ID, or company dependent field is not added yet. So first of all you have to add a company ID field with a default value into the corresponding model where you have to apply the multi-company guidelines. So let's add a new field to this model, that is model is hospital.patient. So if I come back to here, you can see the model name is hospital.patient. So first criteria is you have to add the company ID field to the corresponding model. So let's go to the PyCharm, and if I search inside the PyCharm for the field company ID, so if I search for the field company ID inside the code, company ID equal to, and let me change the filter to the Python. So if I change the filter into the Python, you can see a lot of company ID field. So let me take a good sample from here. So let's go with this one. So here we have got a company ID field, and I'll be copying this one. So dot company, let me take an appropriate one. Yeah, I'll be copying this one. Company ID equal to fields, default lambda, Let me take a sample, simple sample which we can use. So let's copy this field and we will be placing it inside our module. So if I go to the custom folder, we can see we have got our module OM Hospital. So if you haven't got this module, you can just download it from the Odoo App Store, or you can get it from our GitHub repository. So I'll go to the models folder and to the patient.py file. So here we have defined our hospital.patient model. So I have to add the company ID field to this model. So I've already added it here. So I'll click on Control Z. Sorry, it's got removed. So I'll be clicking Control V. So we have successfully added a new field called company ID into the model. So you can see the core model is rest.company, record equal to true, read only. I'll just remove the read only attribute from here, and the default value is set as self.env user.company ID. So we have set the default value also. So we have added a company ID field to the corresponding model. Now we have to add the field to the corresponding view so that user can see it. So if I search for the company ID in the views, we have to add the corresponding field to the view, find in path, and if I search for the corresponding field, let me take a copy. So here you can see this is how we can add the field to the corresponding view by using groups base.group multi-company, so that this field will be visible only if the multi-company is activated. So I'll be going into the views folder, and from the views folder you can see we have got patient.xml file, and I'll be adding the field in the corresponding view. So what we have done so far is we have added a company ID field in the model, that is company ID equal to fields.many21, core model is given as rest.company, record equal to true, default value. So here D is got deleted, I will be giving D default, lambda self.env user.company ID. So we have created a field in the corresponding model and we have given it inside the corresponding view. So here groups is given because this field should be visible only if the multi-company feature has been activated. So that's why we have given the base.group multi-company. So let's restart the service. So we have restarted the service. Now we have to go to the UI and upgrade the module. So currently if you go to the patient's form view, you can see we have got only patient ID here. So once the module is upgraded, we will have a field called company ID here. So let's go to the settings. So not to the settings, you have to go to the apps menu, and from the apps menu you have to upgrade the module to see the changes. So let's wait until the module has been got upgraded. So what we have done so far is we have added a field into the corresponding model and added it to the corresponding view, and the field name is company ID. So I'll be going into the hospital, then to the patients, and if I switch to the list view and if I click on the create button, you can see the company ID is coming with the default value. So this is the first step. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to add a company ID field to the model and to the view. So you can see company ID is visible now because we have already activated the multi-company feature. So that's done. Now we have to limit the visibility of the record. So for that, for limiting the visibility of the records based on the selected company, we have to add a record rule into the database. So if I go to settings and then to the technical, and if I scroll down, you can see a menu called security. Yes, it's here. And if I go to the record rules and if you search for multi-company or something, you can see a lot of record rules which depends on the multi-company. You can see warehouse multi-company, tax multi-company, and you will see a lot of multi-company rules inside the database. So we will be copying any of the existing rules and we will be reusing it. So I think we can reuse this record rule. So first of all, we will be going into our module, and inside our module we have already written different security. So we will be placing all the access rights and record rules inside the security folder. So this is the coding structure in Odoo. So I'll be going into the security.xml, and here you can see we have already created different groups. So I'm not going into touch anything, and we have got different record rules that we have already created here. So I'll be creating a new record rules here. So at the last, I'll be adding a new record rule. So I have already told I'll be reusing this record rule, existing record rule. So for getting it, I'll be going click on view metadata, so that I will be getting its external ID and I can search inside this code. So I'll be copying this and I'll be going into the PyCharm and I'll be searching for the corresponding record rule inside the code. So here I get the corresponding record rule. So I'll be copying this one, Control C, and I will paste it inside our module, that is OM Hospital. So I'll be placing it here. So we have copied an existing record role. So the model is IR root role, and you have to give a unique ID. So I'll be giving the name as patient multi-company role. So I have copied an existing role from the sales module. I have updated its ID, and you have to give a name. So I'll be giving the name as patient multi-company role. Patient multi-company role. So the name is given, and the model, you have to specify the correct model ID. So the model that we are going to apply the record role is hospital.patient. So if I duplicate this tab, and if I go to hospital, then to the patients menu, in the URL you can see the model is hospital.patient. So I'll be copying this, and we have to give it here, model underscore model name. So hospital dot, instead of dot you have to give underscore. So we have set the corresponding model name, that is model underscore. We have to start with model underscore, then model name. Instead of dot you have to give underscore. So that's done, and we will be setting the rule as global. So because we don't want to specify any particular groups, so that's why it should be the global rule. And the domain force is same, that is we have to show only the records with company ID equal to false, and company ID which is the child of user.company ID. So let's see what happens right now. So we have successfully added a company ID field to the corresponding model. We have added it to the corresponding view. You can see we have added it to the corresponding view, and we have now added a record rule. So let's update the module and see changes. So here there is no update is given. So you can just directly upgrade the module to get this record rule to be added into the database. So let's go to the UI database, and let's go to the apps menu and just upgrade the module and see. So before upgrading the module, we have to see what changes will be coming after once the module is installed. So currently I will not install the module right now. So if I go to the users, so still the record role is not added into the database. So here you can see currently the company of the mark demo is new company. So let's log out the Mitchell admin. So I'll be clicking the logout, and if I log into the database as demo which is the login and password. So here you can see we have logged in as mark demo, and if I go to the hospital and then to the patients menu, and if I remove the filter, currently you can see mark demo can see all the records of all the companies. So here you can see he is able to see the record of your company, and also he will be able to create a record for test, and I'll be giving the age 15. So currently you can see the mark demo is able to create records of new company, as well as he is able to see the records of your company. So let's see what happens once we install our new record rule. So I'll be logging out, and I'll be logging back as admin, and let's upgrade the module to the record rules to get added into the database. So still if I go to the record rules, and if I search for patient multi-company, patient, so wrong spelling, patient. So here you can see still the patient new rule has not been get added into the database. So if I search patient, you will be seeing only 2 record rules which we have added so far before. Now I will go to the apps menu, and I will just upgrade the Odoo developer tutorials so that the new multi-company rule will get added into the database. So let's wait until the module has been got upgraded. So the module has been got upgraded successfully, and now go to the settings, technical, then to the security, and if I go to the record rules, and if I search for the patient, now you can see patient multi-company rule has been got added here. So here you can see we haven't set any group name, so we have set it as a global rule which will be applicable for all the users, and we have given the name as patient multi-company rule, and the domain is given company ID equal to false, so that this user will be able to see those records which don't have the company ID, and those records who is the child of user's company. So let's see how this rule work. So currently in the hospital, then to the patients, we have got around 0 records. So here you can see the record rule starts working. So the current company of the user, that is Mitchell admin. So here you can see the current company of Mitchell admin is new company. Then he is only able to see the single record of the new company, and if I say change the company to your company, and if I change the company to your company, he will be able to see all the records, all the 9 records. If I remove the filter, and 9 and 10 records, because you can see he is able to see your company, and also he will be able to see new company, because the new company is the child company of the your company. So I'll explain it. If I come to the settings, users, or to the companies, here you can see the new company is a child of parent company. If I remove this from here, he will be only seeing 9 record. That is, he will be able to, as per the record rule that we have added, the user will be able to see records of his company and the records of the child companies. So once I remove the parent company, he is able to see only 9 records right now. So once he is in your company, he will be able to see only 9 records, and if I switch to the new company, he will be seeing the record of new company. Here you can see he is able to see new company. And if we set the parent company for the new company, so here you can see right now when he is in the your company, he has got 9 records. And if I add your company as the parent company of the new company, so I'll be changing the name, child of your company. I'll be changing the name, child of your company. I'll be giving the name as child of your company. So once I set the parent company for this company, he will be able to see 10 records. So right now when we are in your company, he is only able to see 9 records, and now I have added a child for this company. And if I reload the screen, he will be seeing one more record. So let's reload the screen. So once the screen is reloaded, he will be seeing one more records. That is, he is seeing the record of his company and the child of his company. So here you can see, if I go to the, here you can see child company is child of your company and also your company. So the new multi-company rule has been applied to the Mitchell admin. So let's see how it works for the another user called demo user. Now first of all, I will go to the settings and to the users form view, and I'll be setting a company for the Mark Demo. So here you can see the current company of Mark Demo is child of your company. So let's log in to his account and see what happens. So I'll be logging out, and I'll be logging into the database as demo. So let's see what happens to the Mark Demo's account. Now I'll go to the hospital and then to the patients, and if I switch to the list view and if I remove this default filter, you can see he is able to see only single record, which is the record of his company, which is child of your company. And if I go to create a new record, it will be inside this company, and he will not able to see the another company. Test 2. So you can see he will be able to see and create records only in his company. So this is how you can add multi-company guidelines into your module. So also there is one more condition called allowed companies. So if I log out and log in back as admin, so I'll be admin. So I'll just log into the admin account. We have got a concept of allowed company. So I'll be going to the settings, users, Mark Demo, and I will add allowed companies. I will just allow Mark Demo to work in your company environment. Click on save. So once we done this, you will be seeing similar option inside the Mark Demo's account. So I'll be going into the logout and to the demo user, demo, and I log in. You can see we are able to use 2 companies because we have set it in his allowed companies. Now if I go to hospital, then to the patients, here currently he will be seeing 2 records, and if we need to see the records inside your company, you can switch the company from here. So here is currently he is in your company, and if I remove the filter, he will be able to see all the records, and he will be able to create record inside this company as we have allowed him to work in this company. And what happens right now, you will be able to see this option here, and if I remove him from the allowed companies, so let me log in as admin. So once I remove him from the allowed companies, so I'll be going to the settings, user and companies, users, Mark Demo, and if I remove your company from here, this option will get removed from his account. Chosen company, so I have to set here as child of your company. Okay, and if I log in back as demo, you will not able to see the option to switch company, as only one allowed company is there for the mark demo. So this is how you can work with the multi-company environment in Odoo. So what you have to do is you have to add a company ID field to your model. In core model is dust.company, and you have to set the required value, sorry, not required value, default value as self.env user.company id. Then you have to add the corresponding field into the view. So here you can see I have added the field to the corresponding view and give the groups base.group multi-company, so that the field will be visible only if the multi-company is activated. And I have added a security rule, that is record rule, ir.rule, given a unique id, name is given as patient multi-company rule, model is set as model hospital patient, and it is set as global. And if we need to work this record rule only for a particular user group, you can set the groups like this, and the domain force is given. So that's all about this video. If you have any suggestions or feedbacks or queries, you can just comment it out or reach us over the email, that is odoomates@gmail.com, and don't hesitate to comment it out or tell us your feedback. So that's all about this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.